Good morning, we're middle school students and staff. I'm Abby Tennant.
And I'm Houston Scott.
Today's forecast calls for a high of 58 and a low of 50.
For Monday's breakfast, we'll be having cream-filled mini bagel or cold cereal, diced pear cup, fruit juice, and milk.
Monday's lunch will be popcorn chicken or spicy chicken tenders, peas, fresh grapes, peach cup, and milk.
Happy birthday to everyone that has a birthday over the weekend.
For today's fun fact, did you know a blue whale's tongue is heavier than an elephant?
Today is National Kentucky Day.
On this day in 1918, World War I ended.
Reminder that Spirit Week starts next week, and Monday's theme, Mismatch Monday. Wear your craziest mismatching patterns and colors.
Let's be enthusiastic. Have a fantastic Friday, Weir.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The CDC defines a disability as any condition of the body or mind impairment that makes it more difficult for the person with the condition to do certain activities, activity limitation, and interact with the world around them, participation restrictions. In 1973, the Rehabilitation Act was passed, and for the first time in history, civil rights of people with disabilities were protected by law. The Rehabilitation Act of 1973, Section 504, provided equal opportunity for employment with the federal government and in federal-funded programs, prohibiting discrimination on the basis of either physical or mental disability. Section 504 of the Rehabilitation Act also established equal access to public services, housing, and transportation to people with disabilities, and the allocation of money for vocational training.
In 1975, the Education for All Handicapped Students Act was passed and guaranteed equal access to public education for children with disabilities. Every child had a right to education, and children with disabilities would be in mainstream education classes. In 1990, this act was renamed the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act, or IDEA, and also included rights for parents to be involved in the educational decisions for their children.
In 1990, the Americans with Disabilities Act, ADA, was passed and ensured equal treatment and equal access of people with disabilities to employment opportunities and public accommodations.
Remember, people with disabilities are people first. The disability is something that they have to deal with every day, but is not the important thing about them. Like everyone else, they have goals and dreams. They want to be loved, respected, and productive.
Good manners or etiquette helps people to know what to do. Here are some etiquette tips.
When talking with a person with a disability, speak directly to them rather than a companion who may be present.
When meeting a person with a visual impairment, always identify yourself and others who may be with you. If they have a guide dog, never pet, feed, or distract them. They are working dogs.
Treat adults as adults. Never hang on a person's wheelchair or pat them on the head or shoulder.
Listen attentively when talking with a person who has difficulty speaking. Be patient or wait for the person to finish. Ask short questions that require short answers. Never pretend to understand if you have trouble doing so. Instead, repeat what you do understand and allow the person to respond.
To get the attention of a person who is deaf or hard of hearing, tap them on the shoulder or wave your hand. Look directly at the person and speak clearly.